But we can hear from Dimmy because he plays a little bit of golf, and so does Matt Floyd.
He was there at the first ever 2020 match, and he's the only Englishman to have played in the Indian Premier League. He is, of course, Dimitri Mascarenhas, and this Tuesday I caught up with him over a round of golf to get his views on the shortest form of the game. The figures that are now being spoken of, both in the IPL and in the proposed Stanford alliance with the ECB, are astronomical. I mean, it's a good time to be a 2020 player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good for the game. I mean, it's good for the players. You know, there's a chance to earn some big bucks out there, but also there's a chance to play against the best players in the world and be involved in these these tournaments going on. So, the lads are pretty excited about the whole prospect.
Oh, bad kick.
Ooh, it's fast. People need to provide for their families and for the rest of their life, and this is obviously a great opportunity for a lot of people.
Well, to that end, do you think you might see young kids now, instead of the old days where they'd want to play test cricket and be the next great test batsman, now think, well, hang on a minute, the money's all in 2020, I want to be, Dimitri Mascarenhas, an all-rounder, a guy who can go out to the IPL?
Yeah, maybe. It might come to that, but, test cricket's always going to be there, and at the end of the day, that's the ultimate in cricket. You want to play test cricket and, be the best, whether it be batsman in the world or bowler in the world. That's what the people are still going to come. And people are still going to go and watch that sort of stuff. And I think kids are still love test cricket.
But 2020 is still very much the game of the moment. The ECB and Sir Alan Stanford have agreed to stage 5 matches in the Caribbean, worth a staggering £10 million each in prize money. There's been some chat about how you share the prize money for the Stanford game and stuff like that. Do you think it's almost too much too soon?
Well, I think that if they need to come to some sensible agreement in how they're going to share the prize money out, if they do decide that they're going to have a one-off game, and well, that's it. That's all you can't argue with that. So, the money's obviously, like you say, the money is huge, but I think they need to work out a proper way of dividing it up between whoever plays, and if it's going to be the winners or, 'cause I suppose you can't just have a game and give money to people just for playing in it. So there's got to be something to play for.
And you've also got the contracted players who don't play as well, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I don't know. My view on that is why they've got a central contract. If they're not involved in the one days, why should they get anything? I mean, I don't get anything from the test when I don't play the test, but I'm playing in the one days. So, that's just life. If you're in the team, you get something. If you're not, you don't.
For the counties, there is the considerable carrot of £2.5 million for teams competing in the inaugural 2020 Champions League, a tournament which may put some players in a slightly awkward position. OK, here's a question for you, Dimmy. Hampshire qualify for the 2020 Champions League. Who do you play for? Because you also play for Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming I'll play for Hampshire. So obviously this is my hometown and my club. So, unless it'd probably be taken out of my hands to tell me who I'll play for. But obviously we'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it as well. I mean, it'll be a pretty good situation to be in if we do get there, because it'll be exciting times for Hampshire as well.
Big six, Mascarenhas. Oh, magnificent delivery. 5 sixes in a row.
We've played a lot of 2020, but the actual England side haven't played a lot because they've been playing for England the whole time. So, there's a lot of county guys that have played a lot of 2020, and the actual guys in the England team, like the guys like Paul Collingwood and Kevin Peterson, they've only played like 4 or 5. Like if you take the 2020 World Cup out of it, they've only played like 4 or 5 2020 matches, and whereas some have played up to 30.
So do you think it's an argument then to have specialists in the side?
I don't think so, because as we've seen over the years, and what I generally believe is your best players are your best players. It doesn't matter what form of the game that they play.
And at the moment, Mascarenhas is considered to be one of the best players by the one-day selectors. Thankfully, on Friday evening, he'll be playing a sport where losing balls can be a good thing.
Well, I assure you they weren't looking for Dimitri Mascarenhas' ball there on the golf course.